Dozens of police officers are trying to control this group. We did ask some of the folks earlier today if they were part of the demonstration that took place at O'Hare Airport on the Kennedy Expressway. They said they were not those people. But again, you see, even to my Stefan, you see more people clashing with police. We heard at least 4 gunshots while we were standing at Michigan and Washington. We ran along with another TV news crew just to get to safety. Maybe 5 minutes after that, we heard even more gunshots. This is the typical pothole that's popping up in the city. Not large enough yet to cause enough damage, but as soon as this car gets out of the way, I'm going to run across the street just 15 feet from here. Check out this one. I'll call this the granddaddy of this neighborhood. I got my measuring tape just so you all will believe me. It measures about 4 feet wide, and who knows how deep. The damage here is massive indeed. I want to show you on both of these garages here, 2 garages in fact, destroyed, burned down altogether. All of the items that were inside of these garages charred and destroyed. This is a site here along First Street here in New Lenox. Trees, piles of trees, tall trees, tree branches taller than myself. Describe the heat right now.
Bro, I could have fainted, bro.
I could have fainted, bro. Yeah, things appear to be calm right now. Actually, if Todd can turn the camera around, like I said, this is a fluid situation. I'm saying, let's not walk too far, Todd, because I don't know what these guys are up to, but it looks like they've dragged fencing. You see it with your own eyes, guys, live here on FOX32. They're taking fencing, they're removing the fencing from this perimeter back into the park. I don't know what they plan to do with this fencing, but this is disheartening for a lot of demonstrators that came here, guys, for a peaceful protest. He used this tree to shield himself as they went back and forth. Look at where the bullets hit. There are bullet holes all over. Bullet hole there, a bullet hole there. Now, multiple sources tell us the postal carrier was leaving this Chase bank where she had just withdrawn some money that she gave to him before she was severely beaten right here in this parking lot, where the water inside this basement is nearly waist high. I'm standing about 3 stairs up, but can't go any further. You can see where the water line is and how far this water rose. One man is dead, another man is wounded after a shooting last night in back of the yards. Police say Antonio Andrade was killed when someone opened fire in the 4700 block of South Ada Street just before 8. Another man suffered a grazed wound to the knee and was last in good condition at Mount Sinai Hospital. No arrests have been made in this case. And the U.S. military has the smallest number of active duty troops in more than 80 years. One of the solutions proposed by Republican lawmakers includes hiring back the thousands of troops fired for not getting their COVID-19 vaccine and removing politics from the military. Some lawmakers are blaming low troop numbers on a lack of patriotism among young people and anti-military posts on TikTok. And a lot of people are wondering if a bridge could collapse like that. Could it happen here? When something like this happens, you'll hear quite a few people say, well, now I'm nervous to drive on our bridges. Well, we did speak with a Northwestern professor who addressed that concern and a few other questions many of you probably have this morning. Listen in.
Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Terrence Lee in for Scott Schneider.
And I'm Dawn Hasbrook. Smoking has not been allowed on CTA trains, buses, and platforms for quite a while.
But that isn't stopping riders, and passengers say trains smell more like a bar room.
Nate Rodgers caught a ride on the CTA to investigate this smelly situation. Nate, tell us what you found.
Yeah, that's right, Dawn and Terrence. Folks may not be smokers, but if they rely on the CTA for travel back and forth, more than likely they're subjected to secondhand smoke. We got on the red line here a couple of hours ago, and within 10 minutes, we saw at least 5 individuals smoking cigarettes, marijuana, and who knows what on CTA trains and platforms.
I see smoking, I see people passing out, I don't know what.
Blue square, blue square. Just after 5:30 p.m., we got on the red line at Roosevelt and take a look with a cigar in hand. This guy seated right next to me, casually enjoying one puff after another.
Crazy. They smoke, mostly smoke reefer than cigarettes. There's reefer all over the place.
Here it is in plain sight, another man rolling marijuana on the train. Throughout CTA property, the messaging is clear. It's posted on walls. There's digital messages as well, even audio reminders that smoking is prohibited. Still, violators don't care.
Nobody on the train wants to address it. You just kind of cough a little bit, get off and get on another car.
As a CTA rider, we don't really want to be smelling that.
Last year, close to 6,400 citations were issued for folks smoking on CTA property. The year prior, more than 4,000 citations were issued.
It's bad. It's really bad on the train.
And finally, we saw another guy on the train with an unlit cigarette in his mouth. When he exited, he plugged his Bluetooth speaker in and eventually enjoyed a smoke back and forth inside CTA's State and Chicago Avenue subway station.
I think it's getting better, though. You can see some of it compared to the way it was before.
In terms of police enforcement?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, that looks better.
Now, that last guy you heard from, he takes the CTA train every single day. He says it's actually getting better, as you heard from police enforcement. Chicago police and the CTA tells us this remains a priority for them to take these violators down in terms of offering them citations. These citations could range from $100 to $300 if you are caught indeed smoking on CTA property. That is the latest here downtown. Nate Rodgers, FOX32 Chicago. Marquita Richmond is bravely sharing her story of survival after trying to escape an abusive relationship. Richmond says the horror of it all, her attacker continues to reach out and police have made no arrests.
If somebody ever said they love me to death, I'm just gonna run.
Marquita Richmond's neck pierced with staples, at times the pain unbearable. The 28-year-old was shot last week inside her apartment at 55th and Prairie. Police say it followed an argument with her partner.
He had like a gun on the left-hand side.
Richmond says she had just broken up with her boyfriend. He got inside her home, she says, shooting her 3 times on the couch.
This one that hit my shoulder and grazed my neck and hit a main artery where I had to have surgery, and then I had a stroke while I was in surgery.
2 days later, Richmond's apartment caught fire. All of her family's belongings destroyed.
The hammer was outside in the front door, and the crowbar was in the back. Broke up.
That's what janitors found.
Janitor found.
And that's how you all believe he got in?
Got in the apartment.
Richmond's neighbors say they were told by property management the fire was intentionally set. Many residents evacuated.
It seemed like he was trying to burn us all down. If it weren't for the fireman, he would have burned us all. All of us would have been gone.
Richmond obtained this order of protection against the boyfriend back in March. Today, her left hand and arm now partially paralyzed. The shooting happening right in front of her 11-year-old daughter, also while her 4-year-old son was in the home sleeping.
As soon as he shot, my daughter came downstairs, and now she told the police that he was still standing over me with a gun.
Police and the fire department could not confirm if the fire was arson. We asked for an update in this investigation. Police would only say that detectives are investigating. In University Village, I'm Nate Rodgers, FOX32 Chicago.
I just needed one to do some video editing.
Video editing?
Yeah.
How old are you? How are you doing editing video?
But for fun.
The Christmas festivities were in full swing on the far south side today for Operation Cover Chicago.
Yeah, you just heard Nate Rodgers. He's live with the story.
Oh my God, y'all, this is one of our favorite stories to cover every year. Why? Because the energy is always exciting. I got to tell you, some families begin lining up 5 hours in advance. And not only when young people leave do they take home a really nice toy, many of the toys very expensive, but they also go home with a big smile on their face.
I'm glad that the church is doing this for everybody. God bless us all.
Pure excitement and gratitude.
And I just closed in on the house, so I really didn't have much for my kids for Christmas.
Operation Cover Chicago now in its 12th year. Thousands of children in line along South Harvard. More than $60,000 raised, distributing free toys to whomever shows up.
It's very exciting. You know, they're giving away things that I can't afford, so I'm very grateful.
Once inside, more than 70 volunteers with high energy.
21,000 toys for kids of all ages. This kid got a computer.
I don't know what to say. It's just crazy.
It's crazy.
I don't know what to think.
A computer.
Yeah, a computer.
Beyond board games, dolls, and Nike sneakers, we're talking drones, race cars, PlayStation game systems valued at $500, and bikes galore.
You just got a brand new bike. Show it to me. You like it?
Yeah.
How much did you want to buy?
I wanted like a lot.
All of it organized by Pastor Kenyatta Smith of Another Chance Church here in Roseland with support from local sponsors.
What is your message to every young person, every adult that goes through this line tonight?
We care. That's it. We care.
What I want to tell the pastor is thank you for spreading the word of Christ. Thank you for believing in Christ. And thank you for what you gave us today.
Oh my God, and the excitement is still going on here inside of the church right now. You see it right there, they still have televisions left. Here's one thing, you all, interesting that I learned. The pastor told me he buys a number of televisions, a number of laptops, a number of drones, and guess what? They don't put them out all at first. People have time, even if they were in the back of the line, to still get some of those special gifts. Of course, a Merry Christmas right here in Roseland. That is the latest here on the City South Side. I'm Rodgers, Fox 32, Chicago.